pricing your services and your packages in your coaching, consulting, or professional service business, I want to show you how to increase your prices, maybe even 3 to 10 times. Or if you are just pricing your services, this is going to be really helpful. And if you want to add something new that is at a more premium level. Okay, so pricing your services. Let me ask you this. Are you charging $3,000 when you could be charging $30,000? Are you charging $5,000 when you could be charging $50,000, or maybe even $10,000 when it could be $100,000? I have yet, I think, to work with a client that couldn't at least double or triple or even 10 times what they are charging. So the first thing I want to ask you is, do you have really premium offers? Because if you don't, you're already leaving money on the table. What if you could take your highest offer right now and it could become your lowest cash offer? How would this impact your business? I always say if you can triple your prices, you can triple your business, right? So getting paid premium fees and more money per client can be a game changer for you to grow and scale your business. So let's talk about pricing. Some of the mistakes I see people make is they look around at the industry and they see what everyone else is charging, and so then they charge that. But that doesn't have anything to do with your expertise and what you know and how good you are. And so I want to encourage you to take a deeper look inside to see what you're all about, because often you might be pricing yourself the same way as someone just beginning that doesn't really have experience. Maybe they haven't really validated what they do, their offers, they don't have results. But if you do, then you should be charging more premium pricing. I was on a call yesterday with one of my clients, and we are moving him from like a $12,000 offer over a 6-month period to $30,000 and $60,000 packages. And one of the things he said to me is, I love this, but I'm super nervous about it. Well, that's understandable. And so we had to do some mindset work. And I just want to share with you the process that I took him through. And you can really use the same process so that you can see what you could maybe be charging. And by the way, if you want some help with this, you can certainly book a call with me, and I can help you create more premium offers and get paid what you deserve. All right. So one of the things that I ask him is, are you selling from your wallet or your client's wallet? Because does your client, the people that we were going after for his business, I said, do they have money? He said, oh yeah, they have money. I said, so basically you're making the pricing all about your wallet or what you would pay. And he said, I never thought about it that way. The other thing I asked him is, how long did it take you to learn what you've learned and to get to the place that you're at? And he said, oh my gosh, 30 years. I've been doing this and educating and getting, learning more. And I said, what has been the financial investment of you getting to the place that you are right now with what you do? And he said, oh gosh, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I said, don't you think it's time you start getting paid back for that? He said, I never thought about it that way. I said, look, here's the thing. You have already made all of the investment. You've already done all the hard work to learn what you've learned. And now you are the shortcut and the speed for someone else to get really fast results. Like, see, they don't have to wait 30 years. They don't have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to get the results that you know you can help people get. And he said, I never thought about it that way. Exactly. That's what I want to tell you. So here's the thing. Your pricing has nothing to do with you or the value that you place on yourself. Your pricing has everything to do with the results and the outcome that you can get for your clients. And when you start making it about you, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table, because again, you're going to be thinking, well, who would pay this? I remember when I sold my first really high-end package 15 years ago, I wasn't exposed to what I now help people do. And so I thought, oh my gosh, who would pay this kind of money for a coach? And I just didn't understand that people will when they value what it is you can help them do. And look, I help people make money, so it doesn't really matter what I charge as long as I can help them make a lot more money than they pay me, right? And so that's the value. And so if you look at the value that you bring to the market, not your value. Okay, I just want to make that clear. You're more valuable than anything anyone could ever pay you. But if you look at the value that you're bringing to the market and the people that you're going to be working with, so look at what impact that would make to them. For example, let's say you go in and implement systems into a company or into a business. Well, what is the financial impact that system is going to have for that company? And is that system going to impact them only 1 year? Or is it going to impact them 2 years or 3 years? Do you see where I'm going with this? And so if you look at pricing by impact or value, you will see that you can easily ask for more money. And that's one way to price. Another way to price is to make sure that you have a really high perceived value with your package. So it really does have to look like a no-brainer for the people that are paying you the money. So here's an example of what this would look like. I help people scale their business with events. So if they can go out and create an event and they can make 30 or 50 or $100,000 or even more in that event, could I charge big dollars for that? And what if they could do that same thing the next month and the next month and the next month? So do you see where I'm going with this? And so when you look at it that way, it's really a no-brainer for what someone would charge. Now, the other piece of this is you have to make sure that you are in front of people that have the financial means or fund them. One of the things that I do is I fund my clients. I have a third-party funding company where they can work with that company, they can fund it, and it's really just a temporary fix for them, because once they start making money, they just pay that back and it's not a big deal, right? But it really takes the pressure off of them, and it brings in people that have good credit, but they would like to be able to not maybe use their own cash flow to the degree that they would have to use it, or they would like to be able to just break it up over a longer period of time and lower the payments. So there's all kinds of reasons why people would fund things. Or maybe it's just more than they want to invest right now if they had to take that money out of their cash flow or out of their resources. And so all of these things put together can help you bring in higher end clients. Now, if you're working with small businesses, I work with a lot of business coaches, same thing. You should be able to give them a funding option so they're not having to use their cash flow to work with you. And so this is obviously going to be dependent on someone's credit, but it is another thing to think about when you're trying to get big fees. Now, if you're working with big corporations or bigger companies, it's not even going to be an issue. You can just send them the invoice, they'll pay it, or you work out how you're going to break up those payments. So there's a lot of ways to be able to get these more premium fees. But if you're not thinking like this, if you're not putting together offers like this, well, you're not going to be able to sell them. And you're leaving, again, a lot of money on the table. I think back, 15 years ago when I first started coaching, I was working with a marketing agency owner, and he didn't have a big agency. He was kind of a bit solo, and he was selling things for $3,000. He was out there a la carding his business. And I said, what if we put all of these things together and you could charge $30,000? Now, again, this was 15 years ago. And so we put together this incredible package and we positioned him in the market for that thing. It became his main package, his main offer. And again, 15 years ago. And he was able to go out and sell that over and over and over again. And people bought it and they thought it was an amazing offer. And he was able to explode his business by over 500% in 12 months. Now, he had to also start building a team, right? Because now he had more business coming in. But what I'm saying is that $30,000 offer that was repeatable got him much faster growth than when he was out there trying to a la carte things. And so maybe as a coach or a consultant, whatever you do, maybe you're kind of a la carding things as well. And if you could put all of those things together, all of your brilliance, all of your knowledge, all of your expertise together, and you could sell the big thing and then position yourself in the market, figure out, who's the right client for that. Do you believe that you could now be selling things that are a lot more premium? I can almost promise you, you can be. So this is a really important thing for you to look at. Don't definitely don't be charging by the hour. You need to be putting together offers that are high value. They have a high perceived value to the people that you're in front of. You need to be pricing those so they make sense. You need to be able to easily articulate the value that you bring in your sales conversation. And when I talk about not uh, pricing yourself the way you need to, I see people that are only like selling a piece of what they do. They're not selling all of their brilliance. When I helped a client recently go from charging a few $1,000s a month to a client she was already working with, and then going back to them with a consulting offer that was 52,000, and they immediately said yes. But then when they started working with her, they made the decision, oh my gosh, we didn't even know you could do all of this. And it turned into a $413,000 1-year commitment for her. So if you're not thinking bigger, if you're not expanding your mind, and you're quit making it about you and what you think people will pay, and you start making it about the value that you bring to the market, well, it will change everything in your business. So listen, if you need some help with this, you can book a call with me at accarden.com and let me help you with your pricing, with your packaging, with your positioning in the market, and building influence in the market and discovering who those best clients are for you. And then let's go after them so that you can start making bigger dollars in your business. Now, I just want to be clear. I'm not saying that you're going to get a $400,000 client. I'm not saying that because you watch this video, you're going to make millions of dollars. What I am saying is, if this resonates with you and you would like some help to fix what you currently have going, or you need some help in pricing and packaging and positioning, then I would love to have a conversation with you, and let's take a look at your business and let's map out a new strategy for you and talk about how we can work together. So book a call at accarden.com. I know there's more for you when you expand your mind. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.